Welcome, sir.
यस सर। कहाँ है शर्मा जी?
शर्मा जी कहाँ है सर? इनके होस्ट कहाँ है? Mrs. Selin is here already. Dr. Jeeta is here.
Rating judges, we are waiting for all the participants to join.
We already have 200 plus joined.
So we are waiting for the Dindasas to join the session. We will start the session as soon as he joins.
Sure. Let me try again.
The true harvest is not the yield itself, but the wisdom of the soil. We don't just finish a journey, we stand on the new horizon it has created, ready to plant the lessons we have learned. A truly warm and distinguished evening to one and all. With profound joy and immense respect, we gather virtually for the valedictory ceremony of the 6th Kerala Law Academy ADR Virtual Competition 2025, an event meticulously organized by the Kerala Law Academy Law College in association with the Kerala Law Academy Moot Court Society and IQAC KLA. The Kerala Law Academy stands apart as the only institution in the country that proudly hosts 5 national and international competitions every year, an enduring testament to its commitment to academic excellence and global engagements. What a remarkable journey this has been, from arguments won with intellectual precision to complex resolutions crafted in the spirit of collaborative harmony. As we draw the curtain on yet another supremely successful edition, we celebrate not merely the eventual winners, but the unwavering spirit of dialogue, respect, and enduring understanding that alternate dispute resolution truly embodies.
Indeed, as the revered Mahatma Gandhi once said, an eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. The very essence of alternative dispute resolution lies in transcending adversarial conflict through structured cooperation, in finding a sustainable peace without a punitive verdict, and achieving genuine justice without hostility. Over the past few rigorous days, we have been privileged to witness some of the nation's most dynamic young legal minds skillfully mediate, arbitrate, and conciliate with exceptional eloquence and profound ethics. Each round was a testament to the rising generation's profound commitment to a just, collaborative, and a compassionately governed legal order.
We are deeply and profoundly honored to have amidst us eminent dignitaries and distinguished academicians who have graciously joined us for this closing ceremony. Your presence, your invaluable guidance, and your unwavering encouragement truly lent immeasurable grace and significance to this momentous occasion. Before we formally proceed, let us take a moment to applaud the unwavering spirit of every participant. Your passion, your professionalism, and your sheer intellectual integrity have successfully transformed this competitive event into a true celebration of future legal leaderships.
To commence the valedictory proceedings, we are truly privileged to invite Professor Dr. Ajita Nair Ma'am, the esteemed head of Department of Kerala Academy Law College, to deliver welcome address. Ma'am's guidance has long been the cornerstone of our institution's academic excellence, and her profound vision continues to inspire every academic and co-curricular endeavor of Kerala Academy. With immense pleasure, I welcome you, ma'am, to deliver the welcome address. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Danisha, for your kind words. Most distinguished guests of today's function, Mr. Sandanam Krishnan sir, Mr. Jitendra M. Sharma sir, Mr. Aruneshwar Gupta sir, Advocate Nagaraj Narayan sir, Director KLA, Professor K. Anil Kumar sir, Director Administration, Students and Faculty Affairs, Professor K. Harindran sir and Professor G. Anil Kumar sir, Principal and Vice Principal of KLA, organizing team, faculty conveners, student conveners, dear teachers, students, participants, IT team, and all other attendees of this function, a very nice and delightful good evening to all of you. Today, in this evening, we are gathering here to see and witness the valedictory session of the 6th ADR competition organized and conducted by Kerala Law Academy Law College in association with the Center for Advanced Legal Studies and Research and IQAC of KLA. In this function, the duty assigned to me is to deliver welcome address to all the distinguished guests of this function. First of all, I would like to use this platform to pay tribute to Dr. N. Narayan Nair sir, the founding father of Kerala Law Academy Law College. Before entering into my duty, I would like to say a few words about ADR. ADR mechanism was introduced, first of all, to reduce the burden of the court. It is more reliable because speedy resolution of dispute is happened here in this ADR mechanism. It is easy accessible. It ensures justice to all litigants. It is less expensive and less time consuming. In the most modern period, it has got great importance for the settlement of disputes among the individuals, among the businessmen, and so on. Now let me to enter into my duty. Mr. Jitendra M. Sharma sir, who is the president of this function, who will deliver the presidential address in this function. He is the senior advocate of the Supreme Court and also the mediator. He is one of the most knowledgeable personalities in the field of legal profession. He has mentored many advocates who have themselves excelled as excellent legal professionals. He has revolutionized the online conflict resolution and peace mediation. So, we are so lucky to have such an excellent person to judge our competition and to be with us in this evening. So I extend to you, sir, a very cordial and warm welcome to this function on behalf of Kerala Law Academy Law College, on behalf of all those who are present here, and also on behalf of me. Mr. Sandan Krishnan, sir, who is the life president of Commonwealth Lawyers Association and the mediator and the advocate of Supreme Court. He is a man of great vision, leadership, and dedication, and also unwavering commitment to social justice and community. He is always championed for justice and democracy, and is also an ardent lover of rule of law. He is an excellent legal professional and also an excellent academician who has contributed much to the development of legal education and the legal profession. He is an excellent mediator and has taken initiative in establishing Nivaran, the pioneer organization of mediators to the Supreme Court. He has multi-faced roles and excels himself as prominent personality in the fields of sports, literature, legal profession, justice, and so on. So we are so lucky to have such an excellent and great personality to judge our competition and to be with us in this evening. I extend you, sir, a warm and cordial welcome to this function on behalf of Kerala Law Academy Law College, all those who are present here, and also on behalf of me. Welcome, sir. Aruneshwar Gupta, sir, he is the senior advocate of Supreme Court. He has also overseas litigation experiences, especially in USA and Singapore. He is the chief architect of Sports Act for Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh, and finally it led to IPL in cricket. He has written many articles and is the co-author of Supreme Court on arbitration law. He has contributed much development. He has contributed much to the development of legal literature. He is practicing almost all the high courts in the country. He is an excellent mediator. So we are so lucky to have such an excellent and great personality to judge the competition and to be with us in this evening. Welcome you, sir. I extend you, sir, a warm welcome to this function on behalf of Kerala Law Academy, Law College, all those who are present here, and also on behalf of me. Then Advocate Nagaraj Narayan, sir, he is the director of Kerala Law Academy, Law College. He is a man of noble ideas and vision. He is the ardent supporter of all the programs we conducted here in our institution. So I extend to you, sir, a warm welcome to this function. Professor K. Anil Kumar, sir, is the Director of Administration, Students and Faculty Affairs. He is the chief mentor. He is the source of inspiration and the motivator. Kerala Law Academy Law College is conducting 5 events in an academic year. It is because of Professor K. Anil Kumar, sir, we are conducting all these functions. Without you, we are nothing, sir. So I extend you a warm welcome to this function, sir. Professor K. Harindra, sir, and Professor G. Anil Kumar, sir, Principal and Vice Principal of Kerala Law Academy Law College, both of them are active and energetic and ardent supporters of all the functions being conducted here in our institution. I extend you a warm welcome to both of you, sirs. I also extend a warm welcome to Celine G, Assistant Professor, who will deliver the vote of thanks to all our distinguished guests. The members of organizing team, Dr. Dakshina Siraswati, Associate Professor and General Secretary of Moot Court Society, KLA, Dr. Malavigaji, Subin Chako Matthew, Manu Krishna, Giridhar, and Swati. I extend to all of you a warm welcome to this function. The faculty conveners of this function, Priya MK, Radhika RP, Akhila, Alka, and Selin. I extend you a warm welcome to this function. The life of an education institution is students. Students are the assets of the institution. Without them, we cannot celebrate anything. So our student conveners, Arjun Sunil, Aishwarya, Nandana, Namita, Dhanusha, Sandeep, Akshara, Afrin, Anandapadmanabhan, Didi, Amal, Achud, Kailasnath, and Nandita. I extend all of you a warm welcome to this function. Without participants, we cannot conduct a competition. So participants form an important part of a competition. I extend a warm welcome to all the participants of this competition. I extend a warm welcome to the members of the IT team. Without them, we cannot perform a virtual platform for the function. I extend a warm welcome to all the teachers, all the students, and all non-teaching staffs, and all other attendees of this function. Once again, I extend you a warm welcome to this function. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderfully warm and heartfelt welcome. I take this opportunity to officially welcome you as well, ma'am. And now we arrive at a moment of profound significance. We are deeply privileged to welcome a luminary whose career has set a monumental standard for commitment, global advocacy, and ethical justice. Please join me in welcoming Advocate R. Sandhanakrishnan sir, the esteemed Supreme Court lawyer, the visionary founder president of Nivaran, and the recently honored honorary life president of the Commonwealth Lawyers Association. Sir's exemplary contributions to legal academia and unwavering commitment to nurturing young minds have made an indelible mark on India's legal landscape. It is indeed a singular honor to host you with us. Sir, the floor is yours for the valedictory address, so please.
Thank you, Dhanusha. Uh, there are a number of honorable dignitaries around us today, and I must start with addressing Professor Ajita Nair, my friend Nagaraj Narayanan, whom I met in Bombay recently, Professor Anil Kumar, my own friends, Aruneshwar Gupta, Jitendra Sharma, and all those who are involved, all the volunteers who are involved in making this program a success, this competition a success, a 3 days of fulfilling program, plus all the participants who have been very active in the last 3 days, not just last 3 days, but before that, in preparing to participate in this competition. And one name which I can't forget is Salini. Salini is a person who got in touch with me a few months back, and since then she has been in touch with me, and that's how we are all together here. And there is one coincidence I must point out. The one coincidence is Kerala Law Academy's this program of ADR competition has been in its 6th year, and I must also tell you, Nivaran is also in its 6th year. So, the way in which you are active, you have been active in bringing together so many youngsters into this platform of not only creating competition for ADR, not just that, you are creating awareness among the youngsters. The, the importance of this field called ADR. All of us have been repeatedly saying, speaking, and hearing that the clock system is clogged. The court system is clogged, and the only way out is to bring ADR very, very effectively, be present in every court in India. When I say every court in India, they should be, whenever anybody enters the court, they should have a choice whether to litigate the matter or to find an ADR mechanism for the purposes of settling the matter. This kind of option has to be given to every person who seeks redressal of their grievance before a court of law. I would say these platforms which you have created, which all of us have created across the length and breadth of this country and beyond, we should reach this stage where the person who is seeking redressal of grievance, of his grievance or her grievance, should have the option as to whether to knock the doors of justice by litigating over the issue, or knock the door seeking redressal of his grievance or her grievance through the mechanism of ADR. We should aim and reach that stage. Importantly, the Bar Council of India has recently brought in rules making mediation as part of the law curriculum which all students are undergoing now. This is just maybe last year, if I remember correctly. But the interesting part is all the law institutions, law schools across the country did not wait for the Bar Council to give its nod. They realized, they understood the situation, and they understood better than all others what is the need of the hour. And that's the reason why they brought in this competition. They brought in not just this competition, but they took a step towards spreading awareness about the alternative disputes resolution mechanism. I have been participating in a number of more than moot competition, number of mediation competitions, a number of universities in the last couple of years. One day, when I was invited to judge a mediation competition, they also told me that you also have to be a judge in another competition called client counseling competition. I was hearing for the first time about this client counseling competition. Then those persons who were hosting it, they explained to me what does it mean. So what I witnessed, I not only witnessed, but I also became a judge there as to how these young law students do the client counseling competition. What I saw is in the first 20 minutes, they spent time with the client asking as to what is the issue and as to how they can think in terms of redressing the issue by going to the court of law, by filing a suit, etc., etc., etc. And thereafter, after 15-20 minutes time, they introduce the element of mediation. They ask the client as to, do you or have you heard something called a mediation? They said, no, we haven't. Then they explained to that. Then they said, you don't have to respond to our proposal today. If you spend some time thinking of mediation, your issue can be settled in no time, and you will not only save time but also save money. But at the same time, your friendship, or the person against whom you are competing to go before the court of law, will continue the relationship. So this is the importance which these students tried to explain, and I was judging them. So I would say, you as institutions of law, you as students of law, are ahead of times. We are yet to catch up with you. It is the reverse that is happening today, and it's the most significant and welcome sign which the entire country, from Supreme Court onwards, should sit, take note, and bring this mechanism a great push and significance so that the entire world changes. Today, we often hear something called Viksit Bharat. You have been hearing all this slogan called Viksit Bharat 2047. We have been entering into free trade agreement. We have been doing so many things to tell the world India is going to achieve, it is going to reach the pinnacle in the year 2047. I would say that is definitely possible only when you introduce a dispute resolution mechanism, because all those investors who want to invest in India from outside, and all those new investors who want to invest and try to create wealth within India, you need to show them there is a mechanism of dispute resolution outside the general court of law where disputes can be settled as soon as possible, and it will be a win-win situation to every party who are in dispute. So unless and until this particular mechanism is introduced and told to the entire world as to what it means, only then, according to me, Viksit Bharat would be a very, very successful slogan. Having said that, I must also share with you how all this happened. All this happened, according to me, the way I observe, is pursuant to the resolution passed by the United Nations towards the end of 2018, when they said we need to create a mechanism, and that's how we are passing this resolution, where every dispute cross border, across the borders, can be given its legitimacy. Like the New York Convention, as far as the arbitration is concerned, mediation should also be given a significant due through this particular mechanism, where this particular unanimous resolution of United Nations adopted, and we call it Singapore Convention today. Because of this development that took place, people started taking notice all over the world, and slowly and steadily countries started signing, not only just signing, started ratifying this particular mechanism. Since then, even in India, if you say the 2023 Mediation Act, in whatever form it is today, the fact that that act has come, I would say, thanks to the Singapore Convention of 2019. So, we are making important strides. I would definitely give credit to the Kerala Law Academy, which has done so many activities in the last 6 years, both within India, within the state, and internationally. It only goes to show Kerala is showing the way to the entire country. I would say leading the way, where the entire country will take notice and take this mechanism called ADR, dispute resolution mechanism through ADR, very, very seriously. So there I would give full credit to Kerala Law Academy, and I'm happy that the Kerala Law Academy thought of Nivaran uh, to be your associates and to be part of your competition this time. And we deeply thank the thought that came to the Kerala Law Academy, and for initiative, getting in touch with me and getting the entire team Nivaran involved in your competition. That's a great thing. I must also share with you before I close, within Nivaran, we have been conducting, besides various other programs, both online and offline, is something called International Summer School on Mediation. Recently, in the month of August, we concluded the 6th annual International Summer School on Mediation. All online. The interesting aspect is we had about 650 plus registrations, mostly from within India. And of course, some of you were also part of it. It was a 12-day event. The first day and the last day, the first day and the 12th day, were the opening and closing ceremony. In between, we had 10 days of lectures. Most of them, or not, if not most of them, many of them were from across the world. They share their thoughts with regard to various aspects of mediation. What is the history of mediation? How it came to being? What do you mean by negotiation? What is the communication which you talk about in mediation? And so many such things. Ethics, which is very important, and mediation advocacy and beyond, including the Singapore Convention, which I just shared with you. During the course of this particular event, before the event started, during the course of the event, and thereafter, after the course of the event, number of entities from across the country got in touch with us. On the one end, it was the Kerala Academy, Law Academy, and the other hand, it was Himachal Pradesh University students. So the clear message is that we need to take this mechanism called mediation, dispute resolution through mediation and arbitration seriously. The important development which I must share with you all is, after the conclusion of the International Summer School, a judge from the Caribbean Court of Justice, a judge of a court of appeal in Trinidad and Tobago, got in touch with me and asking me that I need to replicate this summer school for the benefit of the judiciary and the law schools across the Caribbean. We want your assistance, Nivaran's assistance. I was happy to extend. I discussed, shared with our members, and assured that judge that we will cooperate and getting this hosted for the benefit of the Caribbean, suiting their time. Similarly, as part of the discussion that took place within the ADR Committee of the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, of which I am part, the similar request came from the African continent. Why not replicate such a summer school for the benefit of those who are living in Africa? When I say living in Africa, it is not just lawyers. More than lawyers, the idea is to inject this particular program into the minds of the judges, and also inject this particular idea into the minds of young law students across the continent. So these things are very important, which I thought I must share with you. Before I end, I must also tell you that I was having a long meeting with the Assistant Secretary General of the Commonwealth, during which time I gave him a proposal that, are you serious about mediation? If you are serious about mediation, then mediation should be your priority as far as the Commonwealth is concerned, because a Commonwealth is an entity which is spread across 56 Commonwealth countries, which is forming part of all the regions of the world. If you as a entity, Commonwealth as an entity, take up this initiative as a priority, then what happens is you can write to all the governments across the Commonwealth. You can write to the judiciary across the Commonwealth. You can write to the Lawyers Association across the Commonwealth. You can involve the civil society, and you can go on. And once you take up this as a priority, the entire world will change its thinking from a routine dispute resolution mechanism by going to the court of law, start thinking as to how disputes can be resolved outside the court of law. So with these few words, I must tell you You have taken a great initiative, a great, what do you call it, uh, competition, not one, but number of them. And the way in which I saw the students participating in the finals, as far as arbitration issue is concerned, it gives lots and lots of hopes. The way in which the students were not just participating, the way in which they're involved in the discussion, the way in which they were continuously, immediately responding to the queries, continuous queries that came from my friend Aruneshwar Gupta, all shows a great commitment, a great encouragement, and a great promise. This is what the country requires. Thank you for this opportunity. We'll keep in touch continuously. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your profoundly insightful and motivating words. Your powerful message truly reminds us that justice is not final destination, but a continuous journey guided by empathy, equity, and endurance. We are privileged to welcome Advocate Jitendra M. Sir, M. Sharma Sir, Vice President of Nivaran and Distinguished Senior Advocate of the Supreme Court of India. But due to some unforeseen personal emergency, Sir is unable to be with us today. Sir, while your presence is missed, we remain deeply grateful for the invaluable time you dedicated to the final rounds.
Finally, we welcome distinguished senior advocate whose litigation experience bridges continents and whose contributions have profoundly shaped not only case law but significant legislative reforms as well. Please join me in welcoming Advocate Aruneshwar Gupta sir, the Vice President of Nivaran and a distinguished senior advocate of the Supreme Court of India. Sir's vast expertise is built upon a career spanning appearances in nearly every high court across the nation, complemented by significant international litigation experience, notably in Singapore and the USA. His commitment to judicial efficiency is evidenced by his remarkable tenure as the Advocate on Record and Additional Advocate General for the state of Rajasthan, during which he achieved a historic reduction in the pending litigation case law from 6,000 to just 350. With tremendous respect and anticipation, we invite Sir to deliver the special address. Sir, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the invite. Good evening, everybody. This is a real pleasure for me to be here with all of you. And I see almost like 300 participants being here, and that's a big number. Now, this is a big breakthrough, coming from, connecting together in a particular place, then getting online is a very big change in which is both good as well as not so good. But I have a very positive way of looking at things. So I always look at good things. So I've got two things. One is a small address that I have to give, and finally I have to also declare the results. So I think let me give you the first a small address, what I think about my profession. I'm almost completing 49 years, and next year I'll complete 50 years of my being in the profession. I joined in 76, and to tell you frankly, the first thing I did, for the first arbitration I did was in 1983. And that was almost an international arbitration in the sense it related to a construction of an airport at Hululu Islands in Maldives, where I was appearing for the Airport Authority of India, and the person against me was J. Dalmia, and his contract was terminated. So that took me, and then with a long journey where in 97 I did the first arbitrations before the Singapore arbitration. They had just started then, and that was 97, 98. So one of the major things which I want to communicate to you young people, young students is that law is a very distinguished profession. You must really be proud to be a lawyer, and that is what I always felt. The need of law is everywhere. And one of my friends who really coined the word Mera Bharat Mahan, he used to laugh and say, Mr. Lawyer, you are there from childbirth to death. I say you are absolutely wrong. We are there from the point where the child is conceived till you get the succession certificate. So it's lawyers who are required everywhere. Therefore, be proud to be a lawyer. Now, the major thing for being a lawyer, and that is what I want to emphasize, and that is what I saw, this moot courts, and I tell you, I was a judge in the first moot court way back in 1985 in Jodhpur. That was the time when the moot court had just started. And it's been a long journey, but I see the quality of preparation which is now taking place is far, far, far better. Particularly because there's a lot of mentorship where the teachers really take a lot of time to help the students to prepare. And the students prepare really, I'm amazed with the way with the students make their statement of cases and they prepare their arguments. Now, these two things I think is the most pertinent issue which for each lawyer. One is preparation and second is presentation. Now, I always say that if you want to be a good lawyer, the most important thing is that you must ready to read. So reading is the first thing for part of a lawyer. The second part is thinking. You must start thinking on your own, not just take a judgment here or a judgment there, but you must analyze it on your own, and then you must discuss it with the people around, and then finally express yourself. Now, these are various aspects, and I really found that the teams, and we did the final today, that both the teams did an excellent job in preparing it, in expressing it, in thinking as well. And that was a very, very encouraging feature. And one of the most important thing which I realize now is that this online, and that is where I add something to what President Santhan Krishnan said, that is online is one thing which will take India to a next level. And your experiences on online arbitration, which you are doing today in the moot courts, will go a long way, because you see, arbitration is now the in thing. The next step may be mediation, and that is also coming through. But today, arbitration, and when you talk of arbitration and international arbitration, then what is India looking at? You see, don't look at the developed countries. Don't look at USA, UK, Canada, Singapore, Hong Kong, Japan. There are large number. There are only almost like 8 to 10 countries which are developed and which are far ahead of us. But there are another 120 countries, believe me, and the large number of African countries, which look upon us, which look upon India to be the leaders. And when Santhan Krishnanji referred to the summer school, I can tell you with confidence that the large number of people who were there, who registered with us, were coming from the African countries. Now, this is where is a big field which is available for lawyers in India to exploit. There can be arbitrations where you can like the London or Paris or Singapore. Similarly, India can be the hub for doing the arbitration agreements, for doing the deciding the arbitration of them. You can be lawyers for an African company. So this is a lot of opportunity which is available to the Indian lawyers, the young generation. But then this young generation will have to be, you have to get into it. You have to understand the exact the issues involved. Now, one of the major things which I also told the presenters today is, the first principle for a lawyer is that he is in a service industry. He is helping a client. Now, you have to understand how your client does his business. Now, suppose if some of you like the criminal law, then they must know how crimes are committed. So you must read books relating to like Godfather, books relating to Underworld. So you understand what is psychology of a criminal. Now, if you want to do contract law, or in contract law, you've got different levels, like real estate or construction contracts. Now, when you do a construction contract, you have to exactly understand how construction is undertaken. To tell you a very interesting thing, in the case that first arbitration I referred to, there was so much of details that they had also given that a road roller, which should be almost like a 6-ton road roller, should move on the runway, which will be about 8 feet down after it is dug. It must move at least 16 times. And one of the issues which the consultant has raised was that he had only done it 12 times and not 16 times. Now, this is the level of detailing that you have to get into when you are doing litigation for the client. You have to understand the whole strength. So, and the lawyers are there on the both sides. You see, on one side, you have lawyers who are defending it. and on the other side, there are lawyers who are claiming it. Now, lawyers are required on both the sides, but you must be capable of thinking, understanding, and getting deeper into the domain, the actual domain. If you are doing, say, a matrimonial case, you have to understand how the psychology works. If you are doing a say, case of a rent control, so you must understand the problems of a tenant and a problem of a landlord. So this domain expertise, and when you go deep further, right now the very important issue is that everything is becoming a specialization. So my suggestion to all the lawyers, all the law students who are here, you must know everything. Try to have a broad vision, read everything, absorb everything like a sponge, but then specialize in one thing. You must be known whether it is taxation issues or it is excise matters or it is constitutional or be expert of one and be jack of all. That is the phenomena of which the legal profession works like, because you see the profession is a very multidimensional. You have to understand, you have to look at it from the various directions, from multiple directions, because you don't know what the judge is going to ask. And one of the very major issues in this profession is when you come out of the college, and that is what I always tell the young students. And that is what I felt when I came to, incidentally, I had to join Supreme Court directly because my father was a judge in Rajasthan High Court and retired as the Chief Justice in 86. But then I had to shift to Supreme Court because he said it is not good for a son practicing in where his father is a judge. So when I entered it, I just seriously realized, and I was just 21 and a half years old. And I realized that I had to interact with judges who were 50 plus and who had a 40 years or 30 years of practice, understanding of law behind them. So to match that gap, you see, matching that gap, you have to stretch yourself. It is a very interesting phenomenon. And that one of the ways which I realized was to sit in the courts and hear. We had Nirande, we had S.P. Gupte, we had Palkiwala, we had Sirvai, we had all the big names who were there at that point of time. And it was a real pleasure to see them and hear them. But then one thing, everybody, all the 80 students who are here, please understand, none of you will become Palkiwala, none of you will become Sirvai. You will become what you are. Try to find out your own gift. What is your gift? And there's a very classic essay by Emerson, which is called The Self-Reliance, where the classic line is, imitation is suicide. So learn from everybody. Don't imitate anybody. Because you have to come out with your own self. You see, you will be, if I had to, and that is what I was very clear from the very first day I entered the Supreme Court, that I have to become Aruneshwar Gupta. I don't have to become anybody else. Whether I have got some good things or I have got some not so good things, but then I'll develop the way I are. I'll reach to the peak of my career in my way. It is not peak of anybody else. And there's a very classical, what I call the principle of slotting. And that is something which everybody of you should understand. That everybody is slotted according to a large cosmic, I call it a cosmic design. You are born in a family, you are born in a place, you have got colleagues, you have got friends, you have got a profession. Now, this is all by a cosmic design. But in all this cosmic design, what you should do, you should learn to do the work that comes to your hand, to your perfection. Any work, any matter which comes to you, whether it is a small matter or a big matter or a very big matter. Don't bother about it. You see, every litigation is relating to human beings. And everybody who is resolving it is again a human being. And you are also a human being. So please don't feel the fear at all ever. And if something comes to your hand is like a teacher, law professor, they are there because they are law professors, because it's slotted to be law professors. But then they have to work to their perfection. Now that word there is very, very important, not the perfection of Palkiwala Sirvai. You have to work to your perfection. And the most important thing is enjoy what you're doing. At the end of the day, you are there to enjoy the profession. And if you do these two things, the money follows. Don't bother. Money is bound to come. Money is an effect of the good job that you do. Fame is going to come of the good job you do. Hold on to your integrity. You see, one of the most important, people talk about it, but people don't know what is the meaning of integrity. But integrity is basically that the way you think, your thought, mind, and action should move in one direction. And I tell you, this is so simple that the lawyer's profession is one of the most simplest profession. The reason is that the moment client comes to you, whether it is A or it is whether it is the claimant or it is the respondent, either of the two will come. Now, the moment that client comes, you know that you have to help the client to win. So the goal is already set. So it's very easy. It is not a very confusing profession. The only thing is you have to find out ways and means to help your client to win his case. And never go against the law. Never go against the law. Try to go around the law. You see, you can't hit the wall and break the wall. But you can always go around the wall. Now, that is something where you have to do the thinking. That is something where you have to do the analysis. And today, let me tell you, all of you, I have a love for technology. So I started doing we started doing our legal software way back in 86. We launched our first legal website on 7th of November 97. And today we are in the system of AI. And I think most of you should use AI. Don't be afraid of AI. You see, today the people's reaction to AI is identical to what the people's reaction was in 96, 97, 98 till 2000 against the internet, against the computers. When I started computers, everybody used to say, "Arey sir, everybody will become unemployed." Now, just tell me, a single person will become unemployed by coming off the computer. None. The similar reaction people have got against the artificial intelligence. Use it. I am using it in artificial intelligence. I use it even when I send a SMS to somebody. I always use ChatGPT. I said, why not use it? You see, it is a tool in your hand to use to frame your mind. It helps you to frame your mind. But don't go by what it is saying to you. Apply your mind. Modulate the machine to your benefits. And remember this line. Everybody should remember this line. Everybody who's here. AI will not replace human beings. AI will not replace human beings, but AI will replace those human beings who will not use AI. So you have to use AI. And this AI is there everywhere. We talked of, Santhan Krishnanji talked of mediation. We have been trying to work on a platform. Because you see, end of the day, all this instrument, all the technology has got three things in it, inbuilt. It has got efficiency. It saves your time. It saves your money. So if you have got a secretary to help you, why not use it? And it comes pretty cheap. ChatGPT is $20 a month. So there's not much at all. So this is something which I think for every one of you to always remember and move with the technology. Today it is AI. After 30 years, there will be something new. You see, one of the greatest asset of a lawyer is, and that is what every lawyer should do, is keep his mind open. Two things remember always. Continue to think and keep your mind open. You see, this is strength of a lawyer is keeping the mind open because you don't know what the respondent is going to say. You don't know what the judge is going to say. So you have to keep your mind open to reflect on what the judge is saying, what the other side is saying. But your strength actually is your factual strength of understanding the facts of the case, the domain knowledge, and also understanding the law that is applicable to those facts. You see, today I was trying to tell, and this is what I tell in all the moods everywhere, that there are so many, you have got so much knowledge. You see, the judge is not sitting there to learn from you. You have to find out how to help your client. To have those issues and those propositions which are relevant only. And let me give you a small illustration here, very interestingly, comes from our mythology. And that was from when Ramchandraji sent Angad to Ravan. Now, Ramchandraji has just killed Bali. So both Lakshman and Sugriv said, what is this nonsense going on? How can he send Bali? Now he is going to go there and he will create all the problems. He said, no. Now he narrated to them, Ramchandraji narrated to Lakshman and Sugriv, the qualities of Bali, which are the classic qualities of a lawyer. And I want everybody to understand very clearly. He said the first quality is that his speech is neither too fast in speed nor too slow. His volume of speech is not too high and not too low. It just communicates to the person, and the person is able to absorb what he's saying. His pronunciation is clear. Then he has got knowledge of everything. He knows all the Veds and Puran, but he will not talk everything. He will talk only the relevant. And then as an advocate, he knows his limitations. Then there is no gesture. People like, some people try to do their eyebrows and people move their hands. Some people try to, do their shoulders. He says he doesn't do that. He just looks into the eye of the judge or the person who is there and he talks. Because all profession, the entire profession is one-on-one talking to the judge. You have to get into his mind. That is all what you have to do to help the client, help thinking of your client get into the judge's head so that he is able to give you a judgment. And then finally, which was very important, was he knows when to keep quiet. So that is what my turn is. So I must know where to keep quiet. Now with these words, now let me finally declare the awards to you. And the award, let me go the other way around. The first is the best repertoire. The first repertoire, it goes to Srinidhi Potiraj of Shastra, deemed to be university. So a big hand to her. Then the second best team goes to the Lloyd Law College, Greater Noida, UP. So that is Arash Datta, we got Ayush Singh and Riya Dwara. Congratulations, best wishes, and well done. So my caps to you. And then comes the best team. Then it is again Srinidhi Potiraj, Smriti S, and Kanisha K. Again, Shastra University. And let me share you a very small thing. I was in Shastra University almost 6 months back. There was a conference on spirituality and law. And I really felt that I've come to a Devnagari, and that is what I said. Because I heard people, they were talking in Sanskrit. So that was when I made an address there, I said, look, I'm amazed to see people talking in Sanskrit here. And that was a very, very interesting part. So thank you very much. And congratulations to the winner. And congratulations also to the runners-up. But they are not runners-up because, it's only a matter of who is up and who is not that up. So it's not that anybody is a winner and I don't believe in the losers and I don't believe in any negativity. So I always say there are good people and they're not so good people. Because there is always a potentiality of not so good to become good. But there is nothing, this is all competition and everything is all Western philosophy. We never thought on competition at all. So no competition, no comparison, no criticism. Have the best of your time, enjoy your profession, and be the best. Best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm and truly inspiring words. A thunderous round of applause to all the winners and participants. You have not only competed but profoundly inspired. You have not only argued but truly enlightened. As this exemplary event nears its conclusion, we express our deep gratitude to Ms. Selin G. Ma'am, Assistant Professor, Kerala Academy Law College, for her unwavering guidance and meticulous support throughout the successful conduct of this competition. We now invite you, ma'am, to deliver the word of thanks for this valedictory ceremony. Ma'am, please.
Most esteemed Advocate R. Santana Krishnan sir, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, President of Nivaran, and Life President of Commonwealth Lawyers Association, Advocate Jitendra M. Sharma sir, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India and Vice President of Nivaran, Advocate Aruneshwar Gupta sir, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India and Vice President of Nivaran, Advocate Nagaraj Narayanan sir, Director, Kerala Law Academy Law College and Member Bar Council of Kerala, Professor Anil Kumar K. sir, Director, Administration Students and Faculty Affairs, Kerala Law Academy Law College, respected faculty members, distinguished guests, participants and members of the legal fraternity, a very good evening to one and all. It's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion, the valedictory ceremony of the 6th Kerala Law Academy ADR Virtual Competition 2025. On behalf of the Kerala Law Academy Law College, the KLA Moot Court Society, and the IQAC KLA, I extend our deepest gratitude to everyone who made this event a resounding success. First and foremost, we express our profound gratitude to Advocate R. Sandan Krishnan sir, esteemed Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, Founder President of Nivaran, and Honorary Life President of the Commonwealth Lawyers Association for gracing us with your distinguished presence and for your inspiring valedictory address. Sir, your contributions to the field of law and your tireless efforts in promoting access to justice are truly inspiring, and we are grateful for your continued support and guidance. So, your insights have illuminated the essence of ADR as a means of peaceful, principled justice. On behalf of Kerala Law Academy and on my own behalf, thanking you, sir, for your gracing this occasion with your presence. Our heartfelt gratitude also goes to Advocate Jitendra M. Sharma, sir, Vice President of Nivaran, and Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, for your thoughtful presidential address. Sir, your presence here today has not only honored us, but also enriched our event with your valuable insights and expertise. Your contributions to the field of law are truly remarkable, and we are grateful for your continued support and guidance. On behalf of Kerala Law Academy and on my own behalf, thank you, sir, for being a part of this occasion and for inspiring us with your remarkable journey and achievements. Now, I would like to express my gratitude to Advocate Aruneshwar Gupta, sir, Vice President of Nivaran and Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, for your powerful and visionary special address. Your wisdom and encouragement have truly enriched this ceremony. We are grateful for your continued support and guidance. On behalf of Kerala Law Academy and on my own behalf, thanking you, sir, for your worthwhile presence and sharing your valuable insights. Our heartfelt gratitude to Advocate Nagaraj Narayanan, sir, Director, Kerala Law Academy Law College and Member, Bar Council of Kerala. Sir, you are the guiding pillar of this institution. Your vision, leadership, and unwavering dedication continue to shape the academic and professional excellence of our college. We sincerely thank you for your encouragement and steadfast support. Our sincere gratitude also goes to Professor Anil Kumar Kesa, Director, Administration, Students and Faculty Affairs, Kerala Law Academy. Sir, your constant motivation and dynamic leadership has always been a source of inspiration for both students and faculty. We are grateful for your presence and continued support. A special note of gratitude to Professor Harindran Kesa, Principal, Kerala Law Academy Law College, whose guidance and commitment remain the cornerstone of every initiative of our institution. Special note of gratitude also goes to Professor Anil Kumar G. Sir, Vice Principal, the Kerala Law Academy Law College, for your leadership and guidance. We are also deeply thankful to Professor Dr. Ajda Nair Elmam, Head of the Department, Kerala Law Academy, for rendering the welcome address to the valedictory session and for her dedicated service, mentorship, and contribution to academic excellence. Our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Dikshna Saraswati Ma'am, Associate Professor and General Secretary of the KLA Moot Court Society, for her tireless efforts and dedication to the Moot Court Society, which have been instrumental in shaping the legal skills of our students. And gratitude also goes to the Kerala Law Academy Moot Court Society faculty conveners, Dr. Malavika Ji, Assistant Professor and Chief Coordinator, Moot Court Society, Ms. Shalini AP, Assistant Professor and Joint General Secretary, KLA Moot Court Society, Mr. Giridhar V, Assistant Professor and Joint General Secretary, KLA Moot Court Society, Ms. Nair Swati Balasaraswati, Assistant Professor and MCS Training Coordinator, Mr. Subin Chako Matthew, Assistant Professor and MCS Media Coordinator, and Mr. Manu Krishna, Assistant Professor and MCS Program Coordinator, for your tireless efforts, guidance, and vision, which have been pivotal in the successful organization of this event. We also extend our sincere appreciation to all our faculty conveners, Mrs. Priya MK, Mrs. Radhika RP, Mrs. Agila CM, and Ms. Alka SI, Assistant Professors of Kerala Law Academy Law College, for your hard work and support for making this event a grand success. And I would like to mention all the judges, academicians, mentors, and professionals who joined us throughout the competition and contributed their time and expertise. We thank you wholeheartedly for nurturing the next generation of legal minds. To our participants who joined us from across the nation, thank you for your exemplary spirit, professionalism, and brilliance. You have truly upheld the spirit of ADR through your eloquence and ethics. Our heartfelt appreciation also goes to every faculty members and the general student conveners of KLA MCS, Arjun Sunil Kripa, and Aishwarya Tulasi. Appreciation also goes to all student conveners, student moderators for the session, Namita and Dhanusha, the organizing committee, media, and technical team for your immense efforts behind the scenes. This event would not have been possible without your cooperation, creativity, and commitment. Finally, to each and every one of you present here today, thank you for being a part of this momentous occasion and for your continued support in upholding the values of dialogue, dignity, and justice that define the KLLO Academy. As we conclude this year's edition of the ADR competition, let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration and empathy that ADR represents, reminding ourselves that true justice is not found in victory, but in understanding. Thank you all once again. Have a wonderful evening ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for those gracious and eloquent words. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into blessings and successful endings into meaningful beginnings. The sixth Kerala Academy ADR competition would simply not be the resounding success without a tireless commitment and exemplary hard work of a dedicated band of faculty and students. I take this moment to heartily congratulate all of you for your tireless behind the scenes efforts in making this event a grand success. Our media team has prepared a compelling look at the effort, a behind the scenes video showcasing how effectively all the committees, faculties, and technical staff work together as one cohesive team. Let's take a moment to see the passion unfold. Thank you, team. It was truly inspiring to see how beautifully we all collaborated to work as a single unit for the success of this monumental event. Special thanks to the media team for brilliantly capturing these moments of synergy. Indeed, before we close, let us all take a moment to reflect on the elevated spirit of this competition, not as a battlefield of legal words, but as a vital bridge of understanding. Each conversation, each persuasive argument, and each thoughtful rebuttal that has contributed to a greater ideal, that of achieving sustainable justice through intellectual harmony.
As this chapter concludes, may we all carry forward the invaluable lessons learned that peace is not the mere absence of conflict, but the refined ability to resolve it with dignity and mutual respect. To all the participants, faculties, and tireless organizers, you have been the vibrant heartbeat through this entire event. Thank you for making the 6th Kerala Law Academy ADR Virtual Competition 2025 an unforgettable success. With hearts full of gratitude and minds enriched with new wisdom, this is Namita Kesedu and Danisha 9JP signing off from the valedictory ceremony of the 6th Kerala Academy Area Virtual Competitions 2025. Before we conclude, I request all the attendees of the session to raise for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you all. Have a most wonderful evening ahead.